So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Now it's Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
This is Coleman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Finding Gabriel, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's got his man, the tight end Tammy. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Gun. Get up! Hey, gun.
Coleman now. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Rawls. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
19. Hey, alert!
On 2nd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd and 4. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Green 80! Gun, 4 down.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Patrick DeMarco punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Sorry, 19.
In motion left is Baldwin. The play clock's running down. Now Wilson on first down. He's got time. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Philip Wheeler, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
14.
Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Check.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Big jumbo. Check 50. Go. Move 15. 18. Zebra.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
14. Hold up.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu.
And, Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't.
All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Wilson. Steps away to his left. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here we go on first and goal. They'll let Reese see what he can do by the goal line. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marcel Reese taking it in. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the interception, and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
41's got it. 41's the mic.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Right. 59, ready. Shift. Watch the shift.
On second down, here's Ryan. Surveying the field. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his game. Guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You ran into a brick wall. You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay.
Got him. Got him. Woo, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And now again, the play clock's going to run out. The play clock's running down.